Now we're turning to a more locally oriented company, and that is Famous Brands. Of course, we know it's got all of the restaurants, but the food services operation is what we want to talk about today. That's the business at the back that makes the sauces, the patties, the mac rib pieces, the cheese. Don't forget the cheese.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the potato chips. So they've been
Very
doing deals to
important.
buy in all of those.
Yeah.
Plus, they did a deal where they bought a business called By Word of Mouth, which
Yes.
is more in the sort of corporate catering and potentially home delivery area. Market cap 11.8 billion rands. It's another holding of ours in our portfolio. Price to earnings ratio 27.7. Everything we've talked about today has had the same PE ratios.
Yeah. Or
Happy days. And then a dividend yield less at 1.81%. So Famous Brands, I mean, people tend to judge them on the restaurants, but those have been doing fine, and the business seems to have been moving along okay.
yeah, I think, a few years ago, quite a few years ago, when Kevin Hedwig came out and said they were moving down the value chain, this vertical integration model of manufacturing to logistics to retail, people were like, but your restaurants are your cash cows, huge margin there. Why would you go do the donkey work behind the scenes? And he's actually proven to be very, very right. And why? Because when you control that, you control the costs and you control the margin. And also, you control the supply. So if there's a shortage of potato chips, that can potentially be devastating for the Famous Brands stable.
Yeah.
Correct. You now control that. Tomatoes is another big input one into these businesses. They're looking to get stable supply into that. So I like it. As a potential investor, it gives you a lot of comfort that they're not only providing the stability, but they're earning margin at every kind of hop on the chain.
Okay, so in case people think we're just making this stuff up, let me go through it. We've got a 2 billion rand pork cater chain processing facility. Cape Concentrate, which is down there in the Kucha area, is manufacturing 1 bazillion liters of tomato sauce. They bought that Lambert's Bay-based business from Oceana, which is the one that manufactures the fries, because the potatoes from the Lambert's Bay area are not got the disease that the potatoes up here have got.
Correct.
It's like the buffaloes, the ones from the Cape are the wood ones.
Yes, we want
There's
those.
a massive cold storage distribution center in Crown Mines, just south of Joburg, towards the FNB Stadium. And then there's another massive storage facility in Longmeadow, which is more like Edenvale, the airport. That's where the dry storage happens.
Yeah.
So that's like, I don't know, the little packets of funny salt and so on that they manufacture. And all of that goes out to the restaurant network. So again, you're kind of working in some instances with a franchise owner who's got like a Steers or something, but you're making sure that that remains a high margin operation for the core business.
Definitely. Coffee included in there, bread as well. They do a lot of their own baking as well. So you ensure consistency as well of the product, which is great. It really is.
Okay, but at some point we're going to go hot or not now.
Yes.
There's a concern that if the consumer spend is a little bit weak, that people are not going to eat out and all that sort of thing. But I don't know. I just feel like this is such a mega trend of people, getting into this stuff, that it's going to overwhelm whatever concerns we've got. Did we look at the share price yet?
It's come down a bit recently. A lot of that to do with
despite all of my
dividend.
waffle and enthusiasm, the market's been hating it.
Well, because they cut the dividend recently, and that was because of the GBK acquisition.
Yeah.
They didn't want to overextend themselves, and I think that's a positive.
I haven't
rather
eaten
than
yet at a gourmet burger kitchen. It's mostly in the UK, but are they bringing it here?
Yeah, apparently they are. There's only, I think there's only around 70 stores at the moment compared to the 600 odd for Steers.
Yeah.
Ate at Paul's yesterday.
Yeah.
Fantastic, good
That's
name
nice.
too. Yeah.
That's in Melrose Arch.
Correct. So I think this price weakness is potentially an opportunity. Dividend looks set to resume next year. We love the model, and we love the food production, pulling it all together.
Right, good. Hot on that.